Hello everyone. We are discussing about antidiuretics. Previously, in the last class and video, we had discussed about diuretics. What is the meaning of the diuretics? And we had discussed that diuretics are the drugs that that can increase the urine volume or urine secretions. That is called as diuretics. We have classified on the basis of chemical structure. We had classified diuretics into the 11 classes: osmotic diuretics, mercurial diuretics, acid forming salts, carbonic anhydrase inhibitor, benzothiazide derivatives, quinal quinazolinone derivative, thalidomide derivative, high ceiling diuretics, anti-hormone diuretics, potassium sparing diuretics, and xanthine derivatives. We had discussed osmotic diuretics, mercurials, acid forming, carbonic anhydrase, four class of the uh, diuretics that we had discussed in detail in last video. Now today we are going to discuss another, you can say, another class of diuretics, that is benzothiazide, benzothiazine derivatives, another class of the diuretics. What is meant by benzothiazine derivatives? Look at here this structure, that is the benzothiazine. You can say it's contain benzene nucleus, benzene nucleus, and thiadiazine. Thia means sulfur, nitrogen, two nitrogen, diazine, aja for the nitrogen. So two aja means diaza, one thia, one sulfur. So one benzothiadiazine, gene for the six member ring. So this is a fusion of the two ring. One is the benzene nucleus. This is a 5-6 member ring, benzene nucleus. Another is another 6 member ring, but it contains the sulfur, nitrogen, and two nitrogen. So that is called as the benzothiadiazine derivatives. So look at here, benzothiadiazine derivatives. We are looking here this nucleus, thiadiazine nucleus. So you can say numbering will start with the sulfur and nitrogen will carry the second and 4 accordingly. So this is the 1 2 4 thiadiazine derivatives. Now the examples of the benzothiadiazine derivative, first is chlorothiazides. Chlorothiazides, what happen? The number 1, the sulfur, the nitrogen, 3 4 5 6 7 8. Position number 6, there is the chloro group. Position number 7 is the sulfonamide group, SO2 NS2. And number 1 position, there is sulfur dioxide group, sulfur dioxide, SO2 group here. And so you can say that is the chlorothiazide containing a double bond between position number 3 to 4, means position number 3 and 4, in between the carbon and nitrogen there is double bond, and position number 6 there is the chlorine group present, that is called as the chlorothiazide. Okay, so that is about the structure of the chlorothiazide. We are discussing about its benzothiadiazine derivative. So first class of benzothiazide derivative is chlorothiazide. It contains a double bond between position number 3 to 4, position number 5 chloro group, position number 6 chloro group, position number 7 amide group, and position number 1, that is the sulfur dioxide group. So that is about the chlorothiazide. Another class of the drug is benzothiazides. A similar, all structure is the similar like chlorothiazide. What are the additional things? That is the sulfur containing alkyl chain benzyl group, you can say phenyl group. So that is is additional CH2S, CH2, C6S5. So that is called as benzothiazide. It's a analog of the chlorothiazide. Only the substitutions that is takes place at the position number 3. Position number 3, there is substitution by the can say R alkyl group, means alkyl group and phenyl group, both are, and sulfur containing alkyl group and phenyl group, that is substituted here. So what will happen when we are substituting this, then benzothiazide will become the more potent than chlorothiazide. So duration of action will increase in case of putting this group, that we will discuss in SR. I am discussing here simultaneously. Okay, next we are discussing another compound of this class, that is hydrochlorothiazide. Hydrochlorothiazide, its structure is the same just like chlorothiazide, but only the putting the hydro group is here. It means there is the double bond between position number 3 and 4 that is get reduced, and that it is putting the 2 hydrogen atom, we can say, at this carbon, and 1 hydrogen at the nitrogen. Okay, so by the removal of the double bonds here, we can say its reductions of the double bond that is present between the position number 3 and 4, and compound become the hydrochlorothiazide. And what happen, due to the reduction of this double bond, the potency get increased. Importantly, the potency get increased. So we will discuss in SAR about this. The double bond will remove from this, then from chlorothiazide to hydrochlorothiazide. Hydrochlorothiazide is more potent than chlorothiazide. Another drug is meclothiazide. Meclothiazide structure, look at here, the structure of the hydrochlorothiazide is similar in meclothiazide, only the one difference, that is chloromethylene group is additional. This chloromethylene group, position number 3, that is additional. That we have discussed in previously also. In benzothiazide also, there is the benzene group, okay, say substitute alkyl benzene group, we can say is there, and in place of anti-alkyl group here is the chloromethyl group. And chloromethyl group, what happen, this chloromethyl group increase you can say durations of action, that we had discussed similarly, and that is done by the name of this only, is the meclothiazide, by due to the presence of chloromethylene group at here. Next drug we are looking here, trichloromethazide. Trichloromethazide, look at here, similar things. And the chloro group at the position number 6. 7th position, there is the amino group, sulfonamide groups. First position, that is same for in all compounds, that is what is sulfur dioxide. And 1,3, there is nitrogen containing. But one thing, this double bond, you can say it's analog of the hydrochlorothiazide. This double bond gets saturated, that get reduced, and you can say double bond removed from here, and putting here the position number 3, the substitution by the dichloromethylene group, and one chloro here, this position, that's why it's called as the trichloromethazide. Methazide means this methylene group, the methazide, so name is given trichloromethazide, means there is methylene group is there, dichloromethylene group here, and one chloro this, so that is called as trichloromethazide compound. So that is important. Another, the polythiazide. If you look at here, the polythiazide, there is poly means the more, you can say this trifluorochloride group, trifluorocarbon group is here, and the side chain sulfur containing trifluorocarbon side chain is here at position number 3. And this nitrogen also, there is present or hydrogen anywhere in this nitrogen, that is this hydrogen is replaced by the methyl group. Okay, so that's why it is called as the polythiazide. Means what happen, number of, you can say, carbon get increased, and also the fluorine containing 3 fluorine atoms are there. This is a trifluorocarbon, that is also increases here. Rest we can say structure is similar, like chloro group at position number 6 is same, sulfonamide position number 7 is the same, and position number is the sulfur dioxide is the same. One position number 2 and 4 both are the containing the nitrogen atom, that is the same in the structure. So that is called as the polythiazide. So I hope you got the point about the structure of you can say benzyl thiazide derivatives, that is come under a good and you can say diuretic action. Now we had discussed the chemistry, that I am again discussing the SAR. I have discussed along with the structure of these. I am again revising the things. First point is, what is the things? That electron withdrawing group. Electron withdrawing group is essential at position number 6. Position number 6. So what is the position number 6? Look at here in above structure. This is the structure of the 6. This is the 6 positions. There is the electron withdrawing group. The chlorine is there, electron withdrawing group. You know, chlorine is the electron withdrawing group. So highly electronegative atom. So chlorine, fluorine, these all are the electron withdrawing group. So everywhere in any structure, you can say, you look at it, every structure it contains the chloro groups. So you can say the chloro group that get increased, you can say potency, it can increase the activity. Okay. And especially like you can say trifluoromethyl group and chloro group, trifluoromethyl group, these all are the you can say halogen derivatives, you can say, and these halogen derivative that increase the durations of action will by increasing the lipid solubility or lipophilicity of the compound, increase the durations of action. So that is the important, that chloro substitutions analogues, you can say, or electron you can say withdrawing group, electron withdrawing group get increase the activity. But if you are putting electron releasing group like methyl group, methoxy group, if you are putting this methyl group and this group, okay, then activity will decrease, diuretic activity markedly will reduce, So what is the important point? There is electron withdrawing group, if you are putting, then activity will increase in case of electron withdrawing group at position number 6, just like chlorine group, just like trifluorocarbon group. Okay, so that what happen, the activity will increase as a diuretic activity will increase. That is the first point of, that is about the first point of, you can say the diuretic action of the benzyl. Another, the second SAR point is we can say if we are remove or replace this sulfonamide group position at number 7, then what would happen? The compound that will be decreased we obtain, that will be having the very low or reduced and diuretic action. You can say no diuretic actions. So you can say sulfonamide SO2 NH2 group at the position number 7. Position number 7 is required, is essential for activity. You look at here in every, I have told you in the structure also, at this positions you look and all there is 7 positions. The sulfonamide group is present everywhere. Any derivative of the benzyl compounds, benzyl derivatives. So that is the second important part. Third important SR point is if we are putting the saturations, or you can say double bond, if we are removing at position number 3 and 4 by the, then what happen? Activity will increase. We had discussed that chlorothiazide and hydrochlorothiazide. Hydrochlorothiazide is 10 times more potent. Look at here, hydrochlorothiazide is 10 times more potent than chlorothiazide. So you can say if you are removing the double bonds, then what happen? 10 times activity will increase, means hydrochlorothiazide is 10 times more potent than chlorothiazide. So that is the important things. Then last fourth SAR point, that is if any substitutions at position number 3, means as a lipophilic group, if we are putting at the position number 3, then what happen? Diuretic activity will increase. Substitution by either haloalkyl groups or alkyl groups or thioester groups, if you are putting, then lipophilic property will increase, and what happen? Durations of the action will increase. So you look at here in the structure that we are talking about. This is the you can say at position number 3, and the sulfur containing, means thioester groups, or you can say trifluorocarbon, carbon. Look at here in all compounds at this position. I have mentioned also position number 3. This is the thioester. Okay, so what happen? They increase, you can say, lipophilicity and the durations of action, and you can say they are the more potent, more duration of action, but you get increased long duration of action for this compound. Next, number 5, that's alkyl substitutions on position number 2 as a nitrogen, we can say. Then what happen, decrease the polarity, means because if we are putting the nitrogen as a hydrogen, then polarity will increase. Polarity means water solubility. So polarity will increase means water solubility will increase, but we are putting the carbon, then what happen, the polarity will decrease, and what happen, lipophilicity will increase. Lipophilicity definitely will increase, and when the lipophilicity will increase, then durations of actions of diuretic will increasing here. So these are the 5 points that we had discussed in the, you can say, thiazide diuretics. I am again revising the class, you can say, SCR and chemistry of this. This is the benzochlorothiazide, benzothiazide derivative. Benzothiazide means thia means sulfur and 2 nitrogen containing benzene group and 6 member ring. So this is the benzothiazide nucleus, 1 to 4 benzothiazine ring. And benzothiazide rings you are putting, that is chlorothiazide, position number 6 chlorine, position number 7 sulfonamide groups, and position number 1 sulfur dioxide group, 1 and you can say 2 and 4 position you can say 2 position nitrogen group is there, and position number 3 and 4 there double bond is here in the chlorothiazide group. But what happen in the hydrochlorothiazide, this double bond get reduced, and benzothiazide, there is the position number 3, there is sulfur containing, you will say, our alkyl group, you can see we are putting here, and mechlorothiazide as well as the, you can say, containing the chlorine and chloromethylene groups are position number 3, and look at the trichloromethylene similarly. So what I must say, important things, the chlorine group has 6 positions, the electron withdrawal group is increased activity, lipophilicity will increase, sulfonamide group is essential for activity, that is if we are remove the sulfonamide group, then activity will decrease. Position number 3, if you are putting chloro group, you can say trifluoro group, or you can say electron withdrawing group, any types of electron withdrawing group, that is you can say alkyl ore, then you can say lipophilicity will increase and duration of action will increase. Double bond, if we are reducing a position number 2 and 3 in nitrogen and carbon, then activity will increase, means hydrochlorothiazide is 10 times more potent than chlorothiazide. So that we have discussed about the, you can say, chemistry or this, and position number this nitrogen, there is you can say 2 position this nitrogen, the hydrogen of the nitrogen reduced by the methyl group, then what happen, this hydrogen get increase the polarity, you can say polarity of the compound, and then when hydrogen replaced by the methyl group, then this compound become the lipophilic, and when the compound become lipophilic, it means the activity will increase, and you can say it become the you can say potent diuretics. Okay, so that is the class of the benzothiazide derivative SAR that we had discussed here. Now it's a mode of action. Now important mode of action, chlorothiazide, we can say thiazides having the important mode of action. What we know that the nephron, what happened that we had discussed, this is nephron, that I am trying, then we can say the structure here, it's a efferent artery that is coming bringing blood, and efferent artery will goes outside, and here due to the can say gradient, potential gradient, or you can say blood pressure get increased, and due to this only what happen, the blood will filter out the maximum, except the living cells, blood cells, all blood contents will come here, and glucose and other things that required, that is reabsorbed from here in distal, proximal distal tubule. Okay, that we have discussed, and they can say ascending loop of Henle, there is the absorptions of the water and sodium ions takes place maximum. Okay, it contains the sodium, potassium, ATPase can say enzyme, and that is responsible for you can say secretions of the potassium ions and absorption of the sodium ions. Along with the sodium ions, what happen, water will also reabsorb. So that is, you can say thiazides, that is all thiazides, they inhibit this sodium potassium ATPase enzyme. So what happen, you can say sodium ion absorptions will not take place. Okay, So that's why you can say in this they are increasing, you can say, reabsorptions of sodium ions. So that's why that is happen, and they will you can say inhibit this, so reabsorption of sodium ions will not be takes place. So that is the mode of actions for thiazide, benz thiazide derivatives. Okay, and but so that is the about the benz thiazide or thiazide derivatives. Now another the usage, I have told you that previously we had discussed in the hypertension also, the treatment of hypertension, benz thiazide they are using for prolonged hypertension therapy, prolonged. But you know, in the acute hypertension therapy, what we can say hypertension acute, in case of acute we have to use high ceiling diuretic, importantly high ceiling diuretic. Okay, that I have told you, I have discussed with you about in the can say can say diuretic, that is that we had discussed previously in the treatment of hypertension. Now another class of diuretics, that is the quinazolinone derivatives. Quinazolinone derivative, there is the quinazolinone name is there, quinazoline. This is the quinazoline 4-on. So quinazoline means double bond, is number 1 2 3 two nitrogen containing, you can say, quinazoline nucleus, and this quinazoline nucleus containing double ketonic group at position number 4. So quinazoline 4-on nucleus, and this is the quina. An example is quinathizone and metallazole. Quinathizole and metallazole. Quinathizole, that is contain this position number 6 chloro group, position number 7 the sulfonamide groups, and position number, you can say 2 3 4 5 6 and 7, there is 7 the chloro group, 6 sulfonamide groups, 7 the chloro groups, and the position number 2 there is a substitution by the ethyl groups, and 1 2 position you can say diaza group, and the position number 4 the ketonic groups. Okay, so that we had discussed in quinathizone. And the metazolone is important. It's important, metazolone. It's more active than the quinathizone. Its derivative, the quinathozone, what happened? The hydrogen of this quinathozone, that is replaced by the orthomethyl benzene at position number this, and at this you can say ethyl group, that is replaced by the methyl groups. Okay, rest the position number 7 the chloro group is there, sulfonamide group is there. So rest structures are the same that we are discussing here, and so that we had discussed in previously about this is. Okay, so that is quinazoline nucleus, and quinazoline nucleus, that is structure similar like the benzthiazine derivatives. Okay, and also it contain difference. What is the difference? That now we can say similarly it's have the similar structural part as well as the similar mode of action as well. Okay, so quinathizine derivative only the structure is, then the structure only the you can say quinathizone and benzthiazone, the structure in the chemical structure difference and basic nucleus difference. Rest are mode of action as well as the activity are the similar. Okay, next class, that is thalidomide derivative. Thalidomide derivative. What is the thalidomide? This is the thalidomide nucleus, that you can say 1-oxaisindole derivative. 1-oxaisindole derivative, there is the thalidomide. How the thalidomide get formed? You look at here, you know, this is the thalic acid, carboxylic acid, this is dicarboxylic acid, thalic acid. If you get react with ammonia, look at here, it get react with ammonia, then it will be converted as a thalidomide. Okay, this is will convert the thalidomide, and ketonic group this one, and if thalidomide one ketone get reduced, then it's a thalidomide, they convert into the thalidomidine. Okay, so that is the mode of actions, means how the thalidomide get formed, I have discussed with you. The important class of the drug in this category, that is the chlorothalidone. Okay, chlorothalidone. Next class, that is the high ceiling diuretics. High ceiling diuretics, there is a, you can say, their mode of action, you can say the site of action is the same. You can say they are acting at the proximal distal tubules, and they absorb the sodium. They are responsible for absorbing sodium and water so fastly. Okay, high ceiling means so fastly. That is the name there. High ceiling diuretics. Okay. So that are the high ceiling diuretics. Basically, they are. I have told you they are used in the acute hypertension. They are using in the acute hypertension means when we are required to reduce the urine volume so fastly, then we have to given the high ceiling diuretics, and they will be responsible for the absorption of sodium and water very fastly. Also, they are called as the loop diuretics because of they are acting as the loop of Henle, ascending loop of Henle. So they are called as the loop diuretic, and they are responsible for the absorptions of you can say absorptions of sodium ions and what you can say water. Okay, examples are furosemide is important drug, that is you can say high ceiling class of the diuretics. You can say furosemide, and the furosemide is the 5-sulfonyl anthranilic acid. This is the anthranilic acid, or means ortho carboxy acid aniline you can say, or you can say ortho amino carboxylic benzoic acid. You can say ortho amino benzoic acid is the antranilic acid. Ortho amino benzoic acid, that is you can say antranilic acid. So this is the antranilic acid. Both are amino group and carboxylic acid groups are present on the benzene. Both are the ortho position to each other, and here there is one is the sulfonamide group is present. That is the position number 5. That's why it is called as the 5-sulfonyl anthranilic acid. That is the furosemide, and containing, you can say, there is a chloro group, sulfonamide group is there, and carboxylic acid, there is anthranilic acid that we have discussed with you. And additionally one is the furfuryl group. Furfuryl ring is present. Furfuryl, that is important. The furosemide contain the furfuryl ring. Furfuryl group is the CS2 along with the furan nucleus. Okay, that is called as the furfuryl ring. Okay, so that is the additional this group that is present in the furosemide. Somewhere in the competition exam, this question may ask that can say which drug contain the furfuryl group, furfuryl ring, that is the furosemide. Okay, another its derivative, there is the bumetanide. The structure similar like the furosemide, that is the but not contain the furfuryl ring, it contain the oxophenyl ring. Okay, another, there is the ethacryonic acid. Look at here, ethacryonic, important thing is phenoxyacetic acid derivative. Competition examination, this may definitely ask which one is the phenoxyacetic acid derivative, which is the anthranilic acid derivative. Okay, so that types of important chlorothiazide derivatives. Okay, thiazide derivatives, these are the important things, and quinazoline derivatives. So these types of question may ask you can say from the chemistry part, as they like GPAT, and then the competition examination, you can say objective MNC questions. So why they are called as the phenoxyacetic acid derivative? Because this is the acetic acid group puro, and this is the phenoxy groups. Okay, so that's why the phenoxyacetic acid derivative they are putting. Okay, dichloro group as position number 3 and 4, as well as this is a you can say ketonic group containing unsaturated alkyl group, that is the you can say at position number 4 para position. So this is the ethacryonic acid, phenoxyacetic acid derivative. These all are there you can say high ceiling diuretics. Last one is the indipamide. There is you can say a amide group and indole, you can say nucleus containing saturated indole nucleus, you can say substituted at, you can say, this position. So these are the indipamide class of high ceiling diuretics. So in the high ceiling diuretic, furosemide, you can say pyrazinamide, you can say bumetanide, okay, and ethacryonic acid, as well as the indipamide that we had discussed. Okay, so rest you can say class of the drug that we have discussed anti hormones in the next class, because now the video is so long. So we are discussing in the next class. Okay, now we are discussing in Hindi because few students they required in Hindi also. तो देखिए आज हम जो डिस्कस करने जा रहे हैं यहाँ हम आपको एक बार हिंदी में रिवाइज कर देते हैं। हम डिस्कस कर रहे हैं डायूरेटिक्स। हमने डिस्कस किया हमने डायूरेटिक्स क्या कहा, डायूरेटिक्स वो ड्रग हैं जो कि यूरिन वॉल्यूम को इंक्रीज कर देती हैं, ब्लड को फिल्ट्रेशन बढ़ा देती हैं, ब्लड यूरिन का वॉल्यूम बढ़ा देती हैं। हमने क्लासीफाइड किया था इनको 11 क्लासेज में। ओके 11 क्लासेज में हमने क्लासीफाई किया था, जो हमने देखा भी और कुछ क्लासेज हमने डिस्कस भी कर ली है, जैसे ऑस्मोटिक डायूरेटिक, मर्क्यूरियल्स, एसिड फॉर्मिंग सॉल्ट्स एंड कार्बोनिक एनहाइड्रेज इनहिबिटर्स वो हमने डिस्कस कर लिया। बेंजथाइजाइड डेरिवेटिव्स एंड क्विनाजोलिन डेरिवेटिव, थैलिडमाइड डेरिवेटिव, हाइसिलिन डेरिवेटिव्स, एंटी हार्मोन्स एंड पोटेशियम स्पेरिंग डायूरेटिक्स एंड जेंथिन डेरिवेटिव्स जो है हम आगे डिस्कस करते हैं। तो आज हमारा डिस्कशन पॉइंट है दैट इज बेंजथाइडाइजीन डेरिवेटिव्स। बेंजथाइडाइजीन या जिसको थाइजाइड डेरिवेटिव्स बोलते हैं। बेंजथाइडाइजीन में क्या होता है, बेंजीन और एक 6 मेंबर जो है हेटेरोसाइक्लिक न्यूक्लियस जुड़ी होती है बेंजोथाइजाइड। उसमें क्या होता है, एक सल्फर होता है पोजीशन नंबर 1 पे और 2 और 4 पोजीशन पे नाइट्रोजन होता है। बेंजथाइडाइजीन न्यूक्लियस जो आपके स्क्रीन पे है 1, 2, 4 बेंजथाइडाइजीन रिंग। और इसके जो डेरिवेटिव्स हैं वो क्लोरथाइजाइड। क्लोरथाइजाइड में क्या है, पोजीशन नंबर आपका 6 पोजीशन पे क्लोरो ग्रुप है, 7 पोजीशन पे सल्फोनामाइड ग्रुप्स है। दोनों ही इंपॉर्टेंट हैं। एसआर में हम डिस्कस किया क्लोरो ग्रुप जो इलेक्ट्रॉन विड्रॉइंग ग्रुप है, वो इलेक्ट्रॉन को विड्रॉ करेगा, एक्टिविटी को इंक्रीज करेगा। सल्फोनामाइड ग्रुप पे अगर एक्टिविटी नहीं होगी तो सल्फोनामाइड नहीं होगा तो एक्टिविटी नहीं होगी थाइजाइड डायरेक्ट में। एसआर आगे होगा, उसका यहीं डिस्कस करते जा रहे हैं। दूसरा जो सल्फोनामाइड जो सल्फर डाइऑक्साइड ग्रुप है वो भी इंपॉर्टेंट है सभी में, अगर नहीं होगा तो एक्टिविटी नहीं होगी। डबल बॉन्ड देखिए आप इसमें बेंजथाइजाइड में पोजीशन नंबर 3 पे जहाँ पे सब्स्टिट्यूशन हो गया, यहाँ पर ये आपका सब्स्टिट्यूशन हो गया, आप देख सकते हैं यहाँ पे ये सब्स्टिट्यूशन कर दिया किससे, सल्फर एस्टर से। तो इससे क्या हो गया, इसकी ड्यूरेशन पे एक्शन बढ़ गई, पोलैरिटी से लिपोफिलिसिटी बढ़ गई, एक्शन बढ़ गई, बेंजथाइजाइड मोर एक्टिव हो गया क्लोरथाइजाइड से। ऐसे क्लोरथाइजाइड से हाइड्रोक्लोरथाइजाइड में डबल बॉन्ड इंक्रीज हो गया। और तो मैंने कहा था कि कार्बन और नाइट्रोजन और कार्बन के बीच में जो डबल बॉन्ड है अगर वो रिड्यूस हो जाता है, हट जाता है, तो इंक्रीज जो है 10 टाइम्स, ये जो हाइड्रोक्लोरथाइजाइड वो 10 टाइम्स मोर पोटेंट है, तो एक्टिविटी क्या होगी 10 टाइम्स बढ़ गई। ऐसे मिथ क्लोरथाइजाइड देखिए यहाँ में मिथाइल क्लोरोमिथाइल ग्रुप या पोजीशन नंबर 3 पे हमने क्या देखा, क्लोरो ग्रुप है, मिथाइल ग्रुप फ्लोरो ग्रुप कंटेनिंग, और इस तरीके से सल्फर थायोसल्फर ग्रुप कंटेनिंग। तो एसआर में इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट है कि यहाँ पे अगर जो इलेक्ट्रॉन विड्रॉइंग ग्रुप रहेंगे तो इलेक्ट्रॉन विड्रॉइंग ग्रुप से लिपोफिलिसिटी बढ़ेगी, बट अगर मिथाइल मिथॉक्सी ग्रुप अगर यहाँ पुट करेंगे तो एक्टिविटी डिक्रीज होगी। ओके, तो ये इंपॉर्टेंट एसआर पॉइंट्स हैं जो हमने डिस्कस किया। दूसरा ट्राइक्लोरमिथाइजाइड और पॉलीथाइजाइड, ये भी एक ही चीज़ है, वही सब्स्टिट्यूशन हो रहा है। सब में सिर्फ क्लोरो ग्रुप है, सल्फोनामाइड ग्रुप है और सब चीज़ें। पोजीशन नंबर 1 यहाँ पे सब्स्टिट्यूशन क्या हो रहा है, ये नाइट्रोजन जो है यहाँ पर, अब देखिए यहाँ पे ये नाइट्रोजन है, यहाँ पे हाइड्रोजन है, वो क्या है मिथाइल ग्रुप से रिप्लेस हो गया, मतलब ये लिपोफिलिसिटी बढ़ गई, उसकी जो पोलैरिटी कम हो गई। ओके, सो ये हमारा जो है बेंजथाइजाइड डेरिवेटिव जिसका हमने एसआर पॉइंट हमने डिस्कस किए, ये सारे हमने डिस्कस कर लिए। 5 जो है एसआर पॉइंट। मोड ऑफ एक्शन एनलिप जो है सोडियम पोटेशियम एटीपेज एंजाइम है उसको इनहिबिट करता है, और लूप ऑफ एनलिप एक्शन करता है, और ये रीअब्जॉर्प्शन जो सोडियम और पोटेशियम आयंस के रीअब्जॉर्प्शन को इनहिबिट करता है। सोडियम पोटेशियम आयन को रीअब्जॉर्प्शन इनहिबिट करेगा तो क्या होगा कि आपका जो यूरिन का वॉल्यूम बढ़ेगा। ओके, ये इनका मोड ऑफ एक्शन है। और इनका यूज क्या है, हाइपरटेंशन के ट्रीटमेंट में ये यूज होता है, क्रोनिक हाइपरटेंशन जो लंबा टाइम पर हाइपरटेंशन है उसके लिए। क्विनाजोलिनोन डेरिवेटिव, क्विनाजोलिनोन क्या होता है, क्विनाजोलिन जो रिंग है देखिए 2 नाइट्रोजन कंटेनिंग जो है क्विनाजोलिनोन रिंग है 4 ऑन, और इसको जो है ये इसके डेरिवेटिव होती हैं क्विनाथिजोन डेरिवेटिव एंड मेटाजोलोन डेरिवेटिव। ये मेटाजोलोन में मिथाइल ग्रुप होता है, ये ज़्यादा पोटेंट होता है क्विनाथिजोन से। इनका मोड ऑफ एक्शन सेम ही होता है, ठीक है, और इसका जो स्ट्रक्चर सिमिलर डिफरेंस है कि बेंजथाइजाइड डेरिवेटिव होता है, यहाँ पे क्विनाथिजोन डेरिवेटिव है, बाकी इनका मोड ऑफ एक्शन सेम ही होता है। ये भी क्या कहते हैं कैसे सोडियम पोटेशियम आयंस, सोडियम आयंस और हाइड्रोजन आयंस का रीअब्जॉर्प्शन को इनहिबिट करता है। थैलिडमाइड डेरिवेटिव है थैलिडोन, क्लोरथैलिडोन जो थैलिडिमाइडिन ये होता है, इसका क्लोरथैलिडोन है। ओके, ये स्ट्रक्चर इंपॉर्टेंट है। और ये भी जो आपका क्लोरथाइजाइड, जो आपका थाइजाइड डेरिवेटिव है क्लोरथैलिडोन, ये क्लोरथाइजाइड के सिमिलर ही एक्शन शो करता है, मोड ऑफ एक्शन भी उन्हीं के सिमिलर है। हाई सीलिंग डायरेटिक्स, हाई सीलिंग मतलब जो कि फास्ट एक्शन दे, और ये लूप ऑफ असेंडिंग लूप ऑफ हेनले और कैसे डिस्टल ट्यूब्यूल्स पे ही एक्शन करता है। वहाँ पर क्या करता है, सोडियम आयंस और कैसे जो वाटर का रिएब्जॉर्प्शन को इनिबिट करती हैं। आगे सोडियम पोटेशियम जो आपका सिम्पोर्टर है उसको इनिबिट करते हैं, एंजाइम को इनिबिट करके। ओके, इसके एग्जांपल्स हैं ये। अब ये एक्यूट हाइपरटेंशन में इसका यूज होता है सबसे फास्ट। अगर हमें वाटर का जो है रिएब्जॉर्प्शन को इनिबिट करना है, यूरिन वॉल्यूम को बढ़ाना है, ओके, तो उसको ज़्यादा वॉल्यूम बढ़ाने के लिए हमें, जैसे एक्यूट हाइपरटेंशन हुआ, अचानक हाइपरटेंशन हुआ, तो उस केस में हाई सीलिंग डायरेटिक बहुत इफेक्टिव होते हैं। फटाफट जो है यूरिनेशन करेंगे, बहुत जल्दी फास्ट जो है यूरिन का वॉल्यूम बढ़ाएंगे और बाहर निकालेंगे। यूरिनेशन होगा तो यूरिन वॉल्यूम कम, ब्लड वॉल्यूम कम होगा, ब्लड वॉल्यूम कम होगा तो क्या होगा, हमारा ब्लड प्रेशर डेफिनेटली कम हो जाएगा। तो एक्यूट हाइपरटेंशन में जो है ये हाई सीलिंग डायरेटिक बहुत ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट रहते हैं। मैंने कहा प्रोलॉन्ग हाइपरटेंशन में कौन सा ड्रग इंपॉर्टेंट है, दैट इज थायजाइड्स। ओके, थायजाइड हुआ आपका, क्लोरथाइजाइड हो गया आपका, जो है क्यूनाजोलिडोन जो रिंग है, मिथेलोन, मेटाजोलोन, ये सब जो है रिंग, जितने भी हम स्ट्रक्चर डिफरेंस है, बट ऑल आर दे आर सिमिलर लाइक थायजाइड डेरिवेटिव। सो थायजाइड और थायजाइड लाइक डेरिवेटिव, लाइक डायरेटिक्स, वी कैन से थायजाइड सिमिलर डायरेटिक्स हम कहाँ यूज कर सकते हैं, हाइपरटेंशन में, क्रोनिक हाइपरटेंशन में। और जो एक्यूट हाइपरटेंशन में क्या करेंगे, हाई सीलिंग डायरेटिक, जिनको हम लूप डायरेटिक कहते हैं, क्योंकि लूप पे एक्शन करते हैं। अब इसका इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग्स क्या है, इसका इंपॉर्टेंट क्लास ड्रग है वो है फ्यूरेसिमाइड। फ्यूरेसिमाइड डेरिवेटिव किसका होता है, सल्फोम ऑयल एंथ्रानिलिक एसिड। एंथ्रानिलिक एसिड ये है, देखिए आप, एंथ्रानिलिक एसिड और 5 पोजीशन पे सल्फोमाइल ग्रुप है। और इंपॉर्टेंटली क्या है, ये फर्फ्यूलार रिंग और होती है इसके अंदर, ये फर्फ्यूलार रिंग होती है। फर्फ्यूलार रिंग होती है मतलब फ्यूरान न्यूक्लियस होता है। बहुत बार एग्जाम पे पूछा जाता है कि फ्यूरान न्यूक्लियस किस में प्रेजेंट होता है, फ्यूरान न्यूक्लियस फ्यूरेसिमाइड में होता है। फ्यूरेसिमाइड में फ्यूरान न्यूक्लियस भी होता है और जो है एंथ्रानिलिक एसिड ग्रुप भी होता है। ओके, और इसी का जो डेरिवेटिव है, जो फ्यूरान ग्रुप ना होकर, फर्फ्यूराइल ग्रुप ना होकर के ऑक्सीफिनाइल ग्रुप होता है, जिसमें ब्यूमेटानाइट, जो इसी का स्ट्रक्चर डेरिवेटिव है। देन इथियोक्राइनिक एसिड, जो कि फिनॉक्सी एसिटिक एसिड डेरिवेटिव है। फिनॉक्सी एसिटिक एसिड देखिए, फिनॉक्सी ग्रुप, एसिटिक एसिड ग्रुप, फिनॉक्सी एसिटिक एसिड ग्रुप जो है क्या आंसर, इथेनोइक एसिड। एंड इंडिपेमाइड जो है इसी का इंडोल डेरिवेटिव है, इंडिपेमाइड्स। ओके, सो ये आपका हमने डिस्कस किया थायजाइड डायरेटिक्स में, और ये हाई सीलिंग डायरेटिक्स है। अब नेक्स्ट क्लास में हम रिमेनिंग जो है एंटी हार्मोन्स और अदर जो आपके क्लास हैं उनको हम नेक्स्ट क्लास में डिस्कस करेंगे डायरेटिक्स के लिए। आई थिंक आपको समझ में आया होगा, मैंने बहुत कोशिश की अच्छे से एक्सप्लेन करने की केमिस्ट्री। फिर भी अगर किसी को डाउट हो तो प्लीज़ आस्क मी। थैंक यू फॉर टुडे, थैंक यू वेरी मच। वी विल मीट इन नेक्स्ट क्लास। थैंक यू वेरी मच।